Go.
Today, rockets strike near Kabul airport amid U.S. military pullout. Rockets struck a neighborhood near Kabul's international airport on Monday, part of ongoing violence in Afghanistan, where the Taliban has taken control of country following the departure of U.S. forces. The rocket strikes in the Salim Karwan neighborhood were followed by gunfire, according to the Associated Press. That attack followed a U.S. drone strike on Sunday that targeted an imminent ISIS Khorasan threat to the airport in Kabul, where officials have warned of additional attacks following a suicide bombing last week. The Pentagon confirmed the airstrike on Sunday after multiple news organizations reported an explosion in a residential neighborhood near the airport. A U.S. official said the airstrike Sunday hit a vehicle that included a suicide bomber. It was the second known airstrike against ISIS-K terrorists since a suicide bomber on Thursday killed 13 U.S. service members and more than 169 Afghans near a gate to the Kabul airport. The U.S. Embassy in Kabul had warned of a specific credible threat and urged those hoping to evacuate to leave the airport. President Joe Biden said Saturday the Kabul airport was highly likely to be the target of another attack before the August 31st withdrawal deadline. As many as 5 rockets were fired at the Hamid Karzai International Airport in Kabul on Monday local time. The C-RAM defense system installed at the airport engaged with the rockets. C-RAM is an automated system that detects incoming attacks and uses a machine gun to destroy the incoming fire before it can hit its target. The system has been used in Iraq and Afghanistan to intercept and destroy incoming projectiles targeting U.S. forces. Witnesses say rockets have struck a neighborhood near Kabul's international airport amid the ongoing U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan. The rockets struck Monday morning in Kabul's Salim Karwan neighborhood. Gunfire immediately followed the explosions, but it wasn't immediately clear who was firing. A U.S. drone strike blew up a vehicle carrying multiple suicide bombers from Afghanistan's Islamic State affiliate on Sunday before they could attack the ongoing military evacuation at Kabul's international airport, American officials said. Meanwhile, the attack comes as the U.S. military winds down its efforts to evacuate tens of thousands of U.S. citizens and Afghan allies following the Taliban takeover of the country in recent weeks. A child was killed in a rocket attack on Sunday northwest of Hamid Karzai International Airport in Kabul, Afghanistan. Late Saturday, the U.S. Embassy in Kabul issued a security alert advising Americans near the airport to leave the area immediately, warning of a specific, credible threat. Hours before the warning, President Biden also said he was informed by officials that an attack on the airport was highly likely in the next 24 to 36 hours. He directed them to take every possible measure to prioritize force protection and ensured that they have all the authorities, resources and plans to protect men and women on the ground. They assured Biden that they did, and that they could take these measures while completing the mission and safely retrograding the U.S. personnel. On Sunday morning, reports surfaced that suicide bombers bound for the airport were struck by a U.S. airstrike, just days after 13 U.S. service members were killed in a bombing at the airport. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan said in an interview early Sunday that the Biden administration was working to disrupt and prevent more threat streams as U.S. forces continue their withdrawal in the region. Sullivan say, "There are more threat streams that U.S. work actively to try to disrupt and prevent, and as the president has said, another attack could occur at any time." While discussing the White House's deadline for withdrawing all troops from Afghanistan, Sullivan added that mechanisms will be in place for further evacuations beyond August 31st. Furthermore, Sullivan say there are some people who have chosen so far not to leave, and that is their right. And after August 31st, they are not going to be stuck in Afghanistan. Sullivan going to ensure that have a mechanism to get them out of the country should they choose in the future to come home. The Taliban have made commitments to U.S. in that regard. The U.S. intend to hold them to those commitments, and the U.S. have leverage to hold them to those commitments, he added.